Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to actually be opening a Hobbit collector box. I did not purchase this one. I was given this. This was given to me by my family for a birthday gift. It's an early birthday gift because my birthday is not until the 28th. But they decided to give it to me now so that I could make this video for everybody who watches the channel. So yep, got this early for everybody who will be watching this video. So yeah, lots of cool cards you can get in here. I will just start off with the box topper since the collector packs can also have box topper cards in them, so I think it'll just be better to start off with the box topper. And yeah, I guess before I get started though, I do want to say big thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel and for everybody who watches my videos. Since I have made it to 253 subscribers now, I do plan on still doing a 250 subscriber special episode. But that won't happen for a little while because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I think I want to open several different collector boxes from different sets. None of which that are going to be like crazy expensive sets because, yeah, a lot of my favorite sets that I wanted to do for a video just cost too much. But so there's that. I don't know when I'll do that. That'll be next month maybe, or later. Even it might be even later than after Reality Fracture, just because I need to build up some money to get it. But anyway, so yeah, thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel. And yeah, let's just get into it then. So like I said, we'll start off with the box topper. There are quite a few good cards you can get from the box topper. The best card you can get out of the box toppers is the One Ring. So yeah, should be in foil. We got Sauron, the lidless eye. Pretty cool. All the artwork for the box toppers are pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, let's just get into the normal packs then. Nothing too crazy there. So you can get some really cool cards in this. You can get there's the Dwarven language cards. The best Dwarven language card that you can get is Mox Amber. And then there's search foils in these that you can get. There's also the big chase Smaug card, the headliner card, and then there's obviously box topper cards you can pull in here. So go a little slow since this is the first time of me opening this because I didn't go to a pre-release this time. So go a little slow through the commons to begin with. This is the first time I'm opening this set, so yep. This was a set that I was excited about because I am a fan of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, so yeah. There's also a lot of cool cards you can get that's from the main set. Some really cool mythics in this set. Here's the black arrow. What does this do? It's a legendary artifact equipment. For 3 mana, it has flash, and when it enters, it deals 1 damage to any target. If it's a dragon, it's dealt damage this way, destroy it. Makes sense. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach. Makes sense, pretty cool. Obviously a nod to being able to kill Smaug with it because that is the arrow that ends up killing him. We got a plains. Pretty cool. We got our first rare. I didn't state it at the beginning of the video, but won't be doing any pricing since the set has not officially released yet. But we got the Lonely Mountain. Pretty cool land that does have the mountain type, so you can search for it. So pretty cool. We got Supper for Spiders. Put this card up top because I think it's pretty cool. This is one of the cards that I talked about, the 2 mana, and then you put all creatures onto the battlefield from your opponent's graveyard that was put there the turn that you cast this, and then they all become food artifacts. So pretty cool. Then we got a. Well, I'll put it down here since it's just boring artwork. But then we got Glamdring, Foe Hammer. I think this is from one of the scenes. Pretty cool. Put that up top just because of cool artwork. Then we got a Box Topper. We got the Gaffer. Gaffer? I think that's how you say it. Pretty cool. All the artwork on the Box Toppers looks really good. So then we got the Gigantic Big Bear in the extended art foil. Pretty funny. It's 7 mana, 10/7, and it can't be countered, and it has hexproof and haste. There's a lot of cards in this set that have some pretty funny names like that. You got a Gigantic Big Bear, and then I think there's a Baby Bear, and then a Large Bear or something. And then there's like, I think a Nasty Little Rabbit is another one. But there's definitely a lot of funny names for creatures in this set. But yeah, like I said, I didn't go to a pre-release for this set. Kind of forgot a little bit, but at the same time I was just playing a video game, and I don't know, didn't really feel like going to a pre-release, so nothing to talk about pre-release wise since didn't go. But so there we go. We got another one of the cards from a different scene. I think this is from the Battle of the Five Armies scene. We got Dreaded Bat Cloud. Yeah, that's uncommon. Then we got a foil island. Rare, we got the Wizard Staff. We got Smaug, Wicked Worm. This is one of these Smaugs. This is just the rare version. That also, because I think a lot of the Smaugs care about treasure tokens, so another one that cares about treasure tokens. We got Bilbo's Gambit in the extended art. And we got the Lonely Mountain in the scene artwork. As you can see, the Dreaded Bats goes right next to that. Pretty cool. And we got Last Light of Durin's Day in the like dragon scale border. I think that's what it's called. Pretty cool, and just normal foil. Put that up top. Just get that looks cool. See, some of the good mythics is there's the Queen of Dale, which is one that is pre-selling for quite a bit, and then there's whatever that artifact one, that whenever an artifact enters under your control, you draw a card. We got Rage into the Valley, another one from the Goblin scene. Foil. And so I'm trying to think. Can't remember. And then obviously Smaug is another one. Then you can get the Smaug from the scene box in here. We got Ofer, Reliable Guardian in the Dragon Scale foil. Just an uncommon, but still cool. Foil Swamp. Then we got our first mythic, besides the box topper ones. We got Dancing from Dark to Dawn. It's a 5 mana green spell that whenever you cast a creature spell, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is that spell's mana value. So it's a cast trigger, so it doesn't even matter if the spell gets countered because you still get the ability. And then landfall, whenever land enters, you create a 2/2 green bear, because why not? So pretty cool. Definitely can do some stuff. We got Roads Go Ever On. This is the cool card that I talked about that gets you 2 basics and you exile them, and then on the next part of the sagas you get to put those into your hand. So I just think it's a cool card. I'm gonna put it up top because I think it's a cool card. It's not necessarily gonna be a good card, but I just think that being able to get your lands is pretty cool. We got Ori Plate Stacker from the scene that you can buy, the Unexpected Party scene, I think. Pretty cool. We got Head of the Hunt in the Dragon Scale. Pretty cool. We got another one from the scene. We got Thranduil's Company from the big Battle of the Five Armies scene. Foil. Pretty cool. And we got an art card of Plains, I think. A little bit faster through the commons. Goblin Town. Bolg of the North. Ravenhill Flock. Gollum the Abandoned. Sylvan Reveler. We got a Forest. We got a Rare. We got My Precious. A 1-ring version in this set. Still does some pretty cool things. And we got Stone Giant of High Pass. What does this do? Whenever it enters or attacks, you create a 3/1 wall. With Defender, named Stone Boulder, and then you sacrifice an artifact and deals 4 damage to any target. Pretty cool. So you could use those walls and throw them at other creatures or any target. So you can throw them at players. Pretty cool. We got Dane Ironfoot. Not too sure how to say his name. An extended art. And we got our first. Well, we got another mythic, but this time we got our first book cover mythic, and these look really cool. You can get these in Surge Foil, and I know they look really cool in Surge Foil, so hopefully you can get a few more of these. But we got Bard, King of Dale. Pretty cool. He has he's 6 mana, blue and white, 3/5 with Reach Vigilance. So he does, in fact, he can block Smaug without getting killed, the mythic version of Smaug. So pretty cool. And then if you would draw a card, except for the first one you draw, in each of your draw steps, you draw 2 cards instead, which is crazy because that's not once per turn. And then if 1 or more tokens will be created under your control, twice that many tokens are created instead. So pretty cool, generically good card. Yeah, so slide these over, make room for main set mythics. And then we got Settle the Wreckage. I think this is one of the few reprints in the extended art foil. Pretty interesting. I don't know if I've gotten any of the cards with new abilities. I mean, there's a Masked Goblins, but there's the little bear that I was talking about. And obviously there's cards with the adventure if you can cast them for the adventure side, and then they get exiled, and then you can cast the other side later on. Sound the trumpets. We got Thorin, Oaken Shield, another one I think from one of the scenes. I think the Goblin scene. Pretty cool. He's it's uncommon, but it's 2 mana for Trample and Storied, and Storied is the you have to have 3 of any combination of a saga, artifact, or legendary creature, I think. If you just have any 3 of those, then you get Storied, and you have that for the rest of the game. Nobody can take it away from you, and you can't have it taken away. And essentially, once you have it, he has it to our artifacts and creatures you control have forward 1. Pretty cool. Got an island in foil. Then we got Elven Passage. Seems like a pretty sweet card for any Elven decks, because it's just like Fabled Passage, but instead it's for elves. So essentially you still do the same thing, or I don't know if Fabled Passage makes you pay one, but you tap it, you pay one, you sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. Then you shuffle, and then you may behold an elf. If you do, untap this land. So if you have an elf in your hand, you can reveal it, or if you have an elf in play, you just essentially look at this elf and you get this untapped. So pretty cool. I'll put it up top. Did get a mythic. I think this is currently the most expensive pre-selling mythic because it is quite good. And just like normal artworks, we're not talking about any fancy artworks, but we got Gleaming Splendor. It's 2 mana white enchantment. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you create a treasure token. So already pretty good, because in Commander especially, a lot of people love drawing cards, so definitely pretty good there. And then you can pay 2 and a white, tap 2 target players each draw a card, so you can guaranteed to make treasure tokens. So yeah, definitely seems like a pretty crazy card. Put it over here on this, even though it is really good. Save the cool ones. Got the Danes Company. I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing that out, but another one from the scene of the Battle of the Five Armies. I think that one is 9 cards in total. And we got another card from one of the scenes that you can buy that has the Smaug. We got the Dragon Cursed Hall. Pretty cool. Then we got a foil book cover. We got Thranduil, the Elven King. Another pretty cool card because the foil books look really cool. But it has all activated abilities of all elves in your graveyard. And then whenever another legendary elf you control enters, you draw 2 and then discard a card. So pretty cool. Put that up top. Got a wolf to the goblin army. Still haven't gotten a Surge foil yet, but hopefully we can get at least a few, or at least one. Got Glowing the Mighty. We got Lake Town Mariners? Thorns Map. I think that's how you say it. Then we got Thranduil, the uncommon one, and the Dragon Scale artwork. Then we got Plains. We got Azog, Moria's Ruin. Pretty cool. I think there might be one other version of him. So they didn't make a bunch of versions, not like the movies, because if you don't know, Azog dies at the start of the book in The Hobbit and he's not supposed to exist through the entire story. So just one thing that was changed through the movie. There's a lot of differences in between the books and the movies. And we got the Misty Mountain Cold. It's another saga. And we got Getaway Barrel. Another pretty cool artifact. It's put into a graveyard from the battlefield. Reveal the top 13 cards of your library. Put a random creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Pretty cool extended art. We got a mythic from the reprints, because these are all reprints from the Lord of the Rings set. So we got Last March of the Ents, which is a pretty good one. So definitely not going to complain about that. So pretty cool. Then we got another mythic. We got a Surge foil from the box toppers. We got Mithril Coat in the Surge foil. This is one of the cards that you can get in the box topper slot, and you can only get the Surge foils in collector boxes. So the Mithril Coat is a pretty decent one, so definitely pretty cool there. We did get our first Surge foil. Is a Mithril Coat, so pretty cool. Like I said, all the box toppers are reprints from Lord of the Rings set, so a lot of cool cards you can get. And I have to say that Surge foil looks really nice on that Mithril Coat, so definitely won't complain about getting 2 good box toppers in that collector pack. Hopefully can get a Dwarven language cards. I know they're pretty rare, but I've seen somebody open at least 2 different boxes and got 2 different Dwarven language cards. One of which being the Mox Amber, and the other one just being, I think, Dwarven Miner, I think. We got Glowing the Mighty in the Dragon Scale foil. We got a Forest. Got Tom, Bert, and William. Another card that I think is pretty cool that has it to where you pay one and sacrifice another creature. You draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power and then discard a card. Then when they die, they come back as an artifact. So you can just use the ability again. So pretty cool. Got Thranduil, the Elven King, this time in the normal artwork. Then we got Gandalf, party guest from the scene that you can buy. Pretty cool. Got another mythic. We got the Queen of Dale and the Dragon Scale. Definitely another one of the sought after cards for the set, because this is one of the cards that has Recruit on it. And it's another 2-mana white spell. It's a 2/1 for 2 mana. That has it to where whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you recruit. And essentially, recruiting is you draw a card, and then if you discard a non-land, you create a 1/1 soldier, I think. Pretty cool. So kind of like Conniving, but without the +1/+1 counters, but instead you get tokens. So then we got the Ironfoot again in the extended art foil. I think that's might be the first. Well, seen a little bit of duplication. Not too bad though. This set is a smaller set, so duplication is pretty likely. Luckily, I haven't gotten, well, not too much. Hobbit level. Well, I guess we got another card that's like, what's a card? Why have I... God, what's the card called? Terramorphic Expanse, or what's the... Evolving Wilds. Wow. That took too long. But that one has halfling cycling, so pretty cool. Got Burn, Burn, Tree, and Fern. Pretty cool. I like all these saga names. Got the Bilbo Luckwearer and the Dragon Scale foil. Got another Plains. Got Along the Crooked Way. First rare. We got another mythic. We got Gollum, Riddle Master. Somebody will have to tell me if this card's good, because I don't feel like it's like as good as some of the other mythics. It's 2 mana and black for a 3/1 that has a tower. When he enters, you choose odd or even, and then whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value of the chosen quality, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Put a +1/+1 counter on them. Each opponent loses 2, and you gain 2 or draw a card. But like it says, it's choose one that hasn't been chosen. So once you choose all 3, I mean, that's it. So I don't know. Somebody had to tell me if that's good. And it's like, yeah, you can bounce them, but then there's no point in the +1/+1 counters. But so cool to see another mythic. I don't think it's going to be a very good mythic, but somebody had to tell me if those abilities are good in some way. And we got the Stone Giant of High Pass in the extended art this time. And we got the Most Decrepit Old Bird and the Dragon Scale border. And we got another rare. We got Chief Works Company. God, at this rate, like I was saying, we might end up finishing the entirety of the Battle of the 5 Armies scene in one box. We got that in foil. Pretty cool. And there's the Arkenstone in the as an art card. Got 3 more packs after this. So far, I can say I've been pretty happy with this box. Definitely had... There's the Ordinary Bear. Just a vanilla bear. 4 mana for 4/5. There's just another normal bear. Yeah, definitely been happy with this box. The mythics have definitely not been bad. Definitely had quite a few good mythics. And then also just extra box topper cards. I don't really know what they call them because they weren't in the box topper, but it's where you're supposed to get them from. Got the Chief Works Company this time in the normal artwork. And you got Thranduil's Company in the normal artwork this time. And we got the Chief Works Company again in the scene artwork. I was just talking about how duplication hadn't been too bad, and then I get 3 copies of the same card just like that. Got another mythic. We got the Plantier of Orthanc. Some of the coolest artwork from these cards. Another one of this is one of the mythics that I very much so liked from the Lord of the Rings set. One of my favorite cards, so definitely love to see that. We got a rare. We got My Precious in the dragon scale border. Pretty cool. Put it up top just because it's cool. Yeah, so far I definitely can't complain about all the cards from the Lord of the Rings set in here. Would be cool to see a One Ring, but I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to get any more of those cards, but who knows, maybe. There's Thorin's Last Stand, another one of the cards from that scene. So, like I said, by the end of this box, I might be able to put the whole scene together. I'll have to see. Or at least put a lot of it together. Got the Old Fat Spider Can't See Me saga. Then we got Gandalf, Spark Starter, and the foil from the Goblin scene. I think we've gotten quite a few of these as well. I'll be getting pretty close to finishing that one too. We got a Forest. Then we got Roll, 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 Roll. What's this? Exile up to one target creature or land you control. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner control at the beginning of the next end step. Pretty cool. Just saga with repeatable blink. Pretty cool. We got Down in the Valley. Basic land cards. Yep. Cool. Another saga. We got the Great Gilded Boat. The extended art. Maybe attack recruit. Then we got Radagast of Rosticopol. I might have just butchered that. In the extended art. And we got another mythic. We got Orcrest, Goblin Cleaver. I think this is another sought after mythic in the dragon scale foil. So it's a 3 mana equipment, legendary. So can't have more than one. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has trample. And whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, choose a creature type, create a treasure token for each creature you control of that type. Yeah, that seems like it could be pretty good. So pretty cool in the dragon scale. Put that over here in the cool mythics. Gotten 6 mythics from the main set so far, and then 4 from the box topper cards. So definitely been hitting pretty good this box. Did we get a search foil uncommon, I think? Got the Great Ugly Looking Goblin and the dragon scale foil. And yep, we got the Iron Hills Blacksmith in the Surge foil. I have to say, these Surge foils look really good. Pretty cool. Kind of hard to see it on camera, but it shows up a little bit. Got land, we got rare, we got a Getaway Barrel. Again, this time in the normal frame. We got the Gigantic Big Bear, this time in normal as well. Then we got Bilbo, Fellow Conspirator. Spider? From the scene box that you could buy. We got another mythic. We got Chief of the Wilds. This is, I think, this isn't a reprint card, but I think there was 9 cards that they printed that were new to this set that were like commander cards that they made specifically for commander. There's no commander decks or commander products for this, but here's one of the cards. It's 4 mana, 4/4 with Menace. Whenever another wolf you control enters, put 2+1/+1 counters on this creature. And then if an ability of a wolf or battle you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Pretty cool. I'll put it in the box topper section just because it is, well, yeah. So then we got the Desert Wereworm in the Dragon Scale Surge foil. Pretty cool. Put that up top. We did get, well, messed up, but did get a gold stamp art card for what it's worth. And this is the last pack. Let's see what we can get. We got the Hobbit hold again. Great Fierce Bee. say, some of these cards' names are something else. There's the great ugly looking goblin again. Normal mortal. There's the nasty little rabbit I was talking about. God, dude, these card names. Got a mountain this time. Oh, the mountain looks really cool. Then we got the Master of Lake Town. One of the cards I talked about that has the Mind Crank effect. I think that's what it's called. Whenever a player loses life, that player mills that many cards. Then we got Bard's Company. Not in the border list, but didn't get it. Cool. Got Feely, the Pathfinder, in the extended art. My Precious in the Dragon Frame. And we got rare to end it off. We got Wizard Staff in the extended art foil. So no Dwarven language cards, but that's fine because it is pretty hard to get them. But did get quite a few cool cards. Only got 2 of the book cover cards. Hoping for a few more than that, but that's fine. We got the Thranduil in foil, and then we got the Bard, King of Dale. And then a few other cool cards. The Dragon Frame. Like I said, the box topper was the Celron. And that's like that. And then we got quite a few decent cards from the cards that you can get in the box toppers. We got the Gaffer. Pretty cool. I don't remember that card. It might have been from something else. And then we got the Plantier of Orthanc, one of my favorite cards from the set. And we got Last March of the Ents, another pretty good card. And then we did get the Mithril Coat in the Surge foil. Really cool looking there. And some really good looking art. So, pretty cool. Definitely not going to complain about those cards. And then got some pretty cool mythics in the Dragon Scale. Like I said, I think I pulled quite a few of the decent mythics that people are going for a decent price right now. They're not going to stay at that price because the set hasn't even fully released yet. But did get quite a few of the good cards. I need to stop saying I'm not going to complain about that. It's getting annoying now. But yeah, I got 6 mythics from the main set, and then 6 mythics. I guess from like Commander Legal set. I guess I'll say it like that. But they're cards that in the box topper, except for the Chief of the Wilds. That one's made specifically for Commander, but is new to this set, so pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like this box was pretty decent. It wasn't too bad. Didn't have any of the really crazy cards, but still, I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, I have 3 play booster boxes coming for this set. Don't plan on having any more collector boxes openings for this set on this channel. I'd love to do another one, but I don't think it'll happen. They're just a little too expensive. So, but yeah. Anyway, if you're looking forward to those play booster boxes, consider subscribing. But other than that, thanks for watching and hope to see you next time.